Hello, everybody. Has your spouse, or anyone for that matter, ever done something or said something that's gotten you upset? Well, when you're angry or you're triggered, actually, that is a great learning opportunity. Jefferson Fisher, lawyer and communication expert, says that what triggers us teaches us, even if it's just what it teaches us about ourselves. When we are upset about something that's happened, a lot of times what we're really upset about isn't merely what's happened. It's about the story we tell ourselves about what that means. We've assigned a meaning to that thing. Now, that meaning might correlate with objective reality, but it might not. So in marriage, let's give an example. If the husband leaves his clothes on the floor, and the wife sees the clothes there, she could just see, oh, okay, he left his clothes there. Or she could see his clothes there and think, wow, he really doesn't care about me. He's making me do that work. He doesn't care about having a clean space. He's lazy. Nothing about the clothes merely being there said all of that. But that is now the story she's telling herself, and the meaning she's assigning to what she sees there. That's what's making her upset. Now, why is this important for you to be aware of and have a grasp of in your self-knowledge? This doesn't mean, just change your story. That's not what I'm saying. It could be, but when you realize what certain things mean to you, when you realize the stories you're telling yourself, then when it comes time to talk to that person, that is what the conversation is. And you take responsibility for your feelings. And so instead of in this hypothetical situation, the wife going up to the husband and being like, oh, you always leave your clothes on the floor, you're lazy, you're a bum, you don't care about me, you don't care about how much work I have to do. Instead, it's, hey, when you left your clothes on the floor, I felt disrespected. I felt undervalued. It made me feel, then can we talk about it? Can you see how that's a much more productive conversation? Can you also see how knowing about yourself, what makes you upset, what triggers you, really oftentimes comes more from the story, the meaning we give it, than the actual event itself? Now, sometimes the meaning we give it is exactly the meaning that we have, right? If a spouse commits adultery, it isn't just that we feel bad, right? That's an objective moral evil. But a lot of times with these everyday occurrences, faults and shortcomings, it isn't so much the thing, it's the story we tell ourselves about what that means. And so if you can get clear with the stories and the meanings you've assigned to things, that's going to go a long way for your own well-being and your relationship. So, hey, if you have any stories or any examples of stories you tell yourself about what certain things mean, I'd love to hear. Share in the comments. And as always, please follow, like, subscribe, share. It's good for the algorithms.